Will of the wisp, tip of the tongue.
Welcome back to Much Ado About Nothing. We've been off for a couple of weeks, but yeah, this is Much Ado About Nothing.
Where we talk about a lot and we talk about nothing.
Much like Freddie Adu's career. I'm surprised we're still going, honestly.
Oh, that's... Yeah, no, me too.
I think this is still going on,
What episode is this? 5.
This is... Yes,
Yeah, I
this
think
is
it's
5,
episode
because we
5.
did like an episode 0.
We did... Oh, yeah.
And then
yeah.
we
Our
missed
was
last
our
week.
4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is episode
Episode
5.
5.
Welcome to episode 5.
Today's video is unofficially sponsored by...
Ice cream. Arsenal.
Ice cream.
We've got a whole arsenal of ice cream.
Yes.
And it looks like that.
Cool. So, having missed last week...
Yeah, we gotta,
Let's talk. Yeah, let's talk about last week. Here we go. So last week's Premier League
Start with
games.
Yeah, because that's pretty much where we left off.
Yes.
Full.
Oh, that's all Southampton.
Oh,
No. Southampton.
Southampton.
Oh, right. Okay. So to kick off last week, wonderful run of results. Wonderful run of results. We have Crystal Palace and Tottenham. Japhet Tanganga gets sent off.
Yeah. That was pretty early, right? Or 58th minute.
Okay,
so
yeah, but
all of the goals came after that.
Spurs.
3-0.
They did Spurs things. They Spursed it.
Yeah,
they
people were like, can they keep up this run of
Nope.
form? Blah, 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 blah. And no,
no, they
lads,
cannot.
it's
It's
Spurs.
Spurs.
Yeah.
I feel for Nuno, but whatever. I don't care about Patrick Vieira. Moving on. Wolves get their first win
this season.
First win against Watford.
The other
not too
team
surprising, I
with a
suppose.
similar logo.
Yeah.
Or badge, I suppose.
Crest.
Badge?
Best.
Yeah, no, that was
2-0. I don't think anything too remarkable happened.
At least they found their shooting boots.
Yeah.
Sort of.
One was their own goal. Technically.
They found one shooting boot.
They found a shooting boot.
Hey, you know what? When you're in the Wolves' position, I feel like at this point things are not quite going your way, but you're playing really well. So like you just need a couple things to kind of fall in line. A little bit of luck goes a long way when you're in that kind of position.
Correct. Brighton, the surprise package of our Premier League season so far.
Yeah.
Sitting tight and pretty in 4th place.
Well, after this past week.
After this past weekend, currently, my deepest apologies.
Jeez, get it together, man. 1-0.
1-0. Brentford's first loss of the season.
Yeah, which, I mean, good for them. And it took them,
It
God,
did. They scored.
90th minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Late goal.
So it didn't do it by much. It was looking like another Brentford draw.
Like another Brentford draw. But Brighton went ahead and got themselves 3 points.
Oh, that's all right.
Right. 1-0.
After that, we got Arsenal's first win of the season.
Arsenal's first win of the season
Against Norwich.
Aubameyang is oddly enough scoring, so we have a pretty weird out of nowhere goal scorer there.
He hasn't been doing that much recently.
Nope.
Norwich, we'll get to this later, but they are, well, I guess after this most recent weekend, they're five losses on the bounce to start the season. Not looking good for them. They're one of my top relegation candidates, and they are, I wish I'd taken a bet on them. Next up, we had Man U 4, Newcastle 1.
Yep. That's honestly, and I will say it's not very indicative of how the game went. At halftime, I'm pretty sure it was 1-1. And at one point, it kind of seemed like the game could have tipped either way. However, we have 2 Ronaldo goals, which is fantastic. We have a Bruno Worldy. And then we have a Jesse Lingard goal.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. Great result. We didn't play particularly well. Not like we should have in the first half, but that's the mark of a good and improving squad is when you don't play up to your potential, but you still get a good result.
Yeah, and I mean, you over the last really since Ali started, you guys have been a second half team, anyways.
Oh, absolutely, man. And that was just
for the record, it was 1-0 at halftime.
It was 1-0 at halftime.
Yeah, and then
it was close.
Menkilo.
Yep.
Scored pretty soon after the start.
Yep.
Or the restart, and then you guys just kind of turned it on and just.
Yeah, a couple of really great goals.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next, we have Southampton West Hampton.
West Hampton.
Yeah. I remember making that joke when I was talking about the upcoming fixtures.
Perfect continuity.
I am a man of very few facets. Let's see. Southampton West Ham. I almost said it again. Red card for West Ham. 0-0.
Mikel Antonio, which is actually pretty significant. Got sent off. I think with a second yellow.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's why I have him in my fantasy team. I'm like, why does he have 0 points?
Oh, yeah, he did
Why
not
is
play.
he not playing? Because I watched some of the West Ham games.
United games,
Yeah.
So,
So,
another 0-0 draw. Good result for Southampton.
Yeah,
they've been plugging away. We'll talk about
in the relegation zone.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
standings afterwards, but Southampton's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Consider all things considered.
Leicester City, Man City.
Yeah, Man City left it late in this game. I don't know when they scored.
62nd minute.
So relatively late.
By City's high standards, that's pretty late because they're usually scoring in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. Watched the highlights, and it was. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Leicester hit the post or not. I think one of them hit the post.
Sounds about
beforehand. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was a very good game, and I think Leicester played well. But that's City for you, and that's Leicester for you.
That's the Prem for you.
That's the Prem for you.
Let's see. Up next, we got Chelsea with a 3-0 solid victory over Villa. Unfortunately, Lukaku with a brace.
Yep. I'm pretty sure they sealed Saul's loan move over the international break, didn't they? Or was it beforehand?
It would have had
at some point during.
Is he coming this season?
He's there already. He's played.
Then it must
he
have
played
been
in
before,
that game.
It would have been before the international break.
Yeah,
because
or during, because the international break was before this weekend.
Yeah, but the transfer window closes before the international.
Oh, that's true. It was a deadline. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Transfer deadline day. Saul, for some reason, I'm not entirely sure why, but he wanted out of Atletico. Maybe he wasn't getting his playing time.
I mean, I hate Diego Simeone too. So
yeah, maybe he was mad at Simeone.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that's 3-0 comfortable win over Villa for Chelsea.
Also a comfortable 3-0 win for Liverpool over Leeds.
Yeah.
Leeds got a red card in the 60th minute, and that was.
It was 1-0 back, wasn't it?
Yes,
yeah.
I expected better from Leeds.
I did too.
I've expected better from Leeds all season.
Their defending is not good.
Great.
No. They despite. Did they sign a defender? Well, if they did, he's not doing a great job.
Yeah. I think I think Leeds are going to be fine this season.
I think so.
I think they were a bit of a new thing last season, so they were taking some people by surprise. But people have kind of figured out, they just run a lot. Yeah. So if you just as long as you
all game, pretty much.
protect your. If you protect your goal, you won't do too badly. Who knew? But yeah, no. So it's comfortable 3-0 win for Liverpool. I think it was.
Salah got on the score sheet.
Yeah, Salah got on the score sheet. Fabinho with a kind of a tap in, which was interesting.
Oh yeah.
And then Mane with just a rocket of a volley.
Yeah. After he missed 4 opportunities prior.
Well, you know what? He got on the score sheet.
He did.
So
he did.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Rounding out last week's matches, got Everton Burnley 3-1. I'm sure Burnley kicked the crap out of them.
They did.
I didn't watch any of that game because I hate both those teams. Also, I was in Chicago, but that's.
I don't think anything remarkable.
Guess who scored?
Who, Burnley's goal?
Yeah. It was me.
I was about to say me. It was me. Good.
Cool. So that wraps up last week's
Premier League results.
Yeah. Let me pull up the start of the Champions League. Yeah, we didn't really cover Champions League at all in the last episode.
I don't believe so.
But what a first week.
Yeah.
Champions League action. Some of the groups are insane.
A lot of results.
Every team had a result.
Every team had some sort of result, which is wild.
Yeah.
So a lot of games happening.
I feel like we should probably do a Champions League special
We
episode
should.
at
We
some
should.
point. But for now, just gonna kind of run through the results. I won't bother too much. I kind of really just want to talk about Man U and Liverpool.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I mean
we can just go through the results of the other ones if you want.
Yeah. Starting off,
Bayern and Barca.
We had in the group stage, Sevilla, Salzburg 1-1. Sevilla got a red card for
something.
Probably doing a red card offense. Young Boys 2, Man United 1.
Jesse Lingard was nice enough to gift Young Boys their second ever Champions League win. It was an abysmal performance. We got a red card because Wan-Bissaka made a stupid tackle. I'm going to blame it on the turf because Young Boys are one of the only teams in Europe that play on turf. And we played terribly. It was really
I mean, Klopp's blamed the win
bad.
Before, so I'll let you have that.
Yeah. Poor result.
Scenes at the end though.
Oh,
for Young Boys.
Yeah, it was an American. P-Folk. Jordan P-Folk.
Nope.
Yeah. Who scored the goal?
No.
Yeah.
Sibacheo.
I think he wears P-Folk on the back of his jersey.
Can't tell you.
Yeah. American lad scored more like unwrapped the present that Jesse Lingard presented him.
Thiessen, Jordan, Sibacheo, P-Folk.
P-Folk. Yeah. He's an American. I think he's featured for the U.S. men's national team.
Yeah.
So good for him. Yeah. Good big scenes there, man. Good for Young Boys, I suppose.
95th minute.
The last kick of the game.
I would probably still be tearing my hair out if I was a Man U supporter.
Just because,
dude, those kinds of.
That's we were gonna get a point away.
That's the toughest to swallow.
Yeah. There's not much more to be said about that.
Here's something I asked you the other day, but I would like to kind of revisit it. Like,
sure.
What are your thoughts on Ole as a European, is he up to snuff for the Champions League? Because you guys play really well in the Prem, but it's not like you guys are doing massive rotation or anything like that. But you guys should be beating Young Boys.
We should be, yes. That's it's due to the yellow card and then poor game management at the end.
Right.
That's the fact of the matter. So Ole has a bad record in Europe.
Yeah.
In the Champions League specifically, we have lost 7 of our last 11 Champions League games under him. However, we have a chance to turn that around this season. I still back him.
Do you think it's just like a lack of experience managing games of that nature?
No,
because
I don't.
That's
I just
what
think
he
sometimes
made his career as
a player. He's a big game player.
Yeah, game player.
I think he does well in most big games. I honestly think that he may have underestimated Young Boys a little bit. / did not know what to do with that particular opposition away in Europe with a red card.
That's fair.
That
red card really
it was bad. Yeah, but having said that, if you think about a team like Barcelona or Manchester City, probably Liverpool, Chelsea, PSG, those types of caliber of teams, if they go down to 10 men against a team like Young Boys, 1-0 up, Young Boys are not touching the ball.
No.
My issue with Solskjaer's game management, and I'll be brief with this, is that he immediately when Wan-Bissaka gets taken off, he subs off Jadon Sancho, puts on Diego Dalot, and switches to a 5-back, which is just asking for it. Yeah. And Young Boys took advantage. They were intent with their pressing. Game management needs a little bit of work sometimes, and but I still back him. At that point, we were first in the Premier League. Top of the table. He's doing really well, and one game and the whole fan base goes nuts. That's the nature of big club fan bases. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah, that's especially Man U.
Man, it's
is ridiculous.
It is Solskjaer's second full season in charge.
Yeah.
It's going to take time.
Yeah.
And not everything comes at once. We've got a great rebuild going. We have Ronaldo back at the club for 2 years. He's scoring goals. We have, Jadon Sancho. We have youth. We're sorting out our midfield. It's
a work in progress.
It is.
But I can understand the frustration though when you see how well you can play week in, week out. And then some random Swiss team causes you that much trouble.
But that's the nature of the beautiful game, ladies and gentlemen.
Tis.
Cool. Next.
Next up we got. There's a bunch of draws and a bunch of red cards in the first week.
There were.
League. We got Lille and Wolfsburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a red card. And the game finished 0-0. So that's about all I need to say about that.
Cool.
Next up, we have Villarreal and Atalanta.
It's good. I'm glad they both drew.
Yeah, 2-2. Red card to Villarreal.
Mm-hmm. Good. Just good.
Yeah, that's just good for your.
It is, man. Yeah, I'm glad one team didn't grab 3 points out of the group.
Right.
Or
Young
one of the
did.
stronger teams. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting having Villarreal, who you just lost to in the Europa League.
Yep.
Like a few months ago.
Yep. Very interesting.
How it works out, isn't it?
Yeah. Time for revenge.
We got Chelsea won versus Zenit.
Zenit. Lukaku scored.
Is that St. Petersburg?
Yeah,
St. Petersburg?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, they beat them 1-0. Apparently, they played okay. They played well. They defended well. That's about it.
Yeah. Sounds about Chelsea.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we got Malmo 0, Juve 3.
So they took care of business.
Yeah, that's as expected. That's a really expected result. Getting the job done. Bayern 3, Barca. Big old goose egg.
Goose egg, yeah.
Honestly, kind of expect that from Barcelona, just how they have been, especially in the Champions League in recent years.
Yeah, and
Lewandowski doing things. They're without Messi.
They're without Messi, man. Messi had.
It's a messy situation, you might say.
Not anymore.
The new camp.
Not anymore. More like the old camp.
Oh! Next up, we got Dynamo Kiev and Benfica 0-0.
Dortmund.
What do you want me to say about it?
That's it.
Besiktas and Dortmund
2-1.
2-1 to Dortmund.
Pretty sure Holland got one of those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
As he always
Jude
does.
Bellingham getting on the score sheet.
Yeah.
I'm so
Jude.
happy for Jude Bellingham.
Jude.
Man.
He came from a championship club, didn't he? Birmingham.
That sounds right.
Sheriff of Nottingham got a win against Sheriff got a win against Shakhtar Donetsk.
Their first ever
Their
Champions
first
League match.
ever Champions
They're
League
from
match. 2-0.
Moldova?
Yeah, somewhere
I think.
that east.
Is it Moldova?
I want to say it is.
Moldovan.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to play soccer in high school with a kid from Moldova. Or Moldova. His name is Eddie Dottie.
There's a lot of Moldovans up in Asheville.
Well, that's where he was.
Yeah. A lot of Eastern Bloc. Ukrainians, Moldovans.
Ukrainians.
And Moldovans. So that's cool. That was like the feel good result, I guess.
Yeah, and it's against Shakhtar, Fred's alma mater. Yeah.
Next up, we had Inter Milan and Real Madrid.
Yeah, that was actually
1-0.
I watched a little bit of that. Pretty competitive.
Rodrigo in the 89th.
Yeah, competitive game, and it was up to the wire, man. That is that.
Yeah.
Real Madrid did.
I hope Inter Milan just tank this year, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know why, really, but I just don't like them.
Yeah.
A match that's important to Liverpool: Atletico Madrid, Porto, 0-0. Porto with a red card.
Yeah.
Was it Pepe?
I hope.
No, it was Mbemba in the 95th minute.
Jeez.
Come on, just blow the whistle at that point, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. I mean, I didn't see the tackle.
I don't know.
So if he
probably a red card defense.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Cool.
0-0.
That's
Atletico.
good for you lot.
Yeah. Next up, we got Club Brugge and PSG with maybe the result of outside of Young Boys Man U, maybe like the surprise result of the first week. Club Brugge won, PSG won. Neither of them won. They both drew.
Always a Belgian.
It is always a Belgian. A
A lot of Belgians on that team.
Because
mainly
Belgian.
Mainly Belgians.
Mainly Simon Mignolet.
Yeah. He's a Belgian.
He is.
He is.
Yeah.
Messi hit the crossbar.
I'm so happy for PSG that they lost.
Oh yeah, it was great. Dude. And
it feels like a loss.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is. They started with Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar, and that's what happened.
How do you not beat a Belgian side?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey
man, Club Brugge, they have European history.
They do.
They have pedigree.
I mean,
they're the Belgian champions. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's a couple Belgian sides that are like of note.
Yeah, Anderlecht and Genk. Yeah.
Divock Origi.
What?
Yep. Got you
Yeah,
singing
cool. Yeah, PSG.
Yeah, good for them.
Oh, and
Liverpool,
another, dude,
Milan.
This classic.
Yeah.
And it's a classic Liverpool Milan result. Like,
dude,
yeah.
that was
very
such a
entertaining.
Thrilling match to watch.
Yeah, it really was, man.
It lived up to the hype, and it's rare that I feel like Champions League matches do that.
Yeah. But what, 3-2 Liverpool?
3-2. Yeah, we went up 1-0 pretty early on.
Yeah.
Just looked in total dominant control.
And you were.
And we were.
Yeah.
Mo Salah got a penalty saved. It was a good save. I don't think it was necessarily a bad pen.
Double save, I think, actually. From the keeper.
He did have a double save, but I don't think it was on the pen.
Okay, gotcha.
I could be wrong about that. But, yeah, so then we just, we're getting really close to halftime, and we just click off.
It was 2 minutes, right? It was 4 minutes?
It was
2 goals in 5 minutes, let's call it, right?
It was 2 goals in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was...
But it was Milan's only good spell of the first half.
They had 2 touches in our box the entire first half.
They
had 5 touches and 2 goals.
Yeah. 2 shots, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
they went up 2-1 going into the half, and it was like, come on.
Yeah.
Is it really going to be like this?
Dude, Milan looked terrible in the first half.
They looked terrible in the second half.
They looked terrible in the second half.
It's just somehow they got 2 goals.
You guys came storming back?
We did. That was just a fantastic game all around to watch as a fan.
Yeah, even
football.
Objectively speaking, it was a good game.
It was exciting. It was properly exciting. Lots of European pedigree, both in this match and in Atletico versus Porto, which rounds out our group of death as far as I'm concerned. But Salah with a good cheeky little dinked finish, kind of side-footed it after he was put through on goal by Divock Origi. And then Henderson with just a Gerrard-esque.
Yeah, it was Gerrard-esque.
Outside of the box, on the volley, just a low rocket that just straight in. That felt so good to see. I was actually driving back from Chicago with my brother, and I was just watching it right here, and then that happened, and it was so unexpected that, so for the first goal, Trent's goal, well, it was an own goal, but let's call it Trent's goal. Yeah. I was just really pumped and excited and everything, and then Hendo's goal goes in, and my reaction is just go yeah, and I just punched the crap out of my brother's the roof of his car, and I was like, yeah, oh no, I was like, is the sunroof broken? It wasn't, thankfully. But yeah, great start to our European campaign. European nights under the Anfield lights, you know how it goes. And 2 more matches. Man City, Leipzig, crazy game, 6-3.
Oh, jeez.
Leipzig had a red card.
Yeah, City just kind of took it to him.
Yeah, that's...
Grealish, I think, got his first. That's his first European start. And
sounds right.
Yeah. Scored a goal, I guess, but who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah, it's City, whatever.
Still not going to win. Sporting Lisbon and Ajax, another crazy game. 5-1 for Ajax.
Oh, yeah. Sebastian Aller.
Yeah, he got
4 goals since Ajax debut, I'm pretty sure. Or his Champions League debut with Ajax.
Yeah, because he was there last year. Sebastian Aller.
Yeah,
4
goals, man.
And he spread them out, too. The 2nd minute, 9th, 51st, and 63rd.
Yeah, there you go.
And he looks so much better at Ajax than he
West Ham
ever did at West Ham.
Yeah.
It's
he
kind of
wasn't a good fit for the Prem, man. Or maybe just West Ham.
I don't know.
He was a flop.
Yeah. It's kind of funny, Aller at Ajax is the player that West Ham thought he was going to be for them, and Mikel Antonio is the player that they thought
Aller was going to be.
Yeah. That rounds up
Champions League
first
week 1
week of Champions League action.
Cool. On to this past weekend's.
Before we get to that, I just wanted to say the Prem stuff that we were talking about a second ago. There was no Mike Dean moment. He had the week off. But he did appear in an episode of Ted Lasso, and it just made me so happy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Michael
think
Dean.
I heard his voice, and honestly, it was soothing.
I'm sure it was.
Anyways, he gave somebody a yellow card.
Oh, shocker.
Let's see.
Cool. Yeah.
So
this past weekend
started off action. Go ahead.
With
Newcastle Leeds 1-1.
Thrilling match.
Rafinha. Oh, dude, say Max, man. We've said it before.
Dude.
What a baller, dude.
Goal.
I thought he held onto that ball for way too long.
God. Dude, what a goal.
I love being proven wrong when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah. That guy's a baller, and he needs to leave Newcastle.
Yeah, I don't rate Newcastle.
No.
I'm a big fan of St. Max.
I am too, man. He is a player who can take over matches. He scores really good goals.
Yeah.
He's influential.
He's so technically
so talented.
Superb.
And
he's fast.
Yeah, that's about it. 1-1. Newcastle not doing too well. Leeds got a point.
They did.
Where they probably should have beaten Newcastle, but however, they did not look terrible.
No.
Newcastle did not. Yeah, that's about it.
Next up, we got Wolves 0, Brentford 2 with a red card.
Yeah.
Wolves, which, I mean, they got the red card after they scored their 2 goals.
True.
But I don't know. I didn't see any of this match.
Me neither.
I can only imagine. I
think Ivan Toney was in Team of the Week.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised
for this. Yeah.
He got a pen, and then I know last week, I think is when he finally got on the score sheet, maybe that was.
Yeah, I think it was the week before the international break. Actually,
yeah,
I know he scored. Right. I think a couple now.
He's got a couple goals now.
Yeah.
Starting to kind of get used to the rhythm and the flow of the Prem and do what Ivan Toney did last year, which
score a lot of goals.
I'd love to see when a team and a player can actually make the step up.
Yeah. Out of a championship.
I know Brentford is still they've got that new blood, new energy. People don't exactly know what to expect from them.
Yeah.
But
kind of riding the promotion high.
Yeah. But good for them.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Norwich 1, Watford 3.
Yeah, Watford. I expected this, to be honest. This is where I think we talked about this last episode, where Watford would start to pick up some points.
Yeah.
Big 3 points for Watford.
Yeah.
They're going to be in the relegation battle, supposedly. Probably. I would imagine they will be. But if they're going to stay up, they have to beat teams like Norwich.
Yeah, who are going to be around them in the table.
Exactly. So
it's
big for them. Yeah, I have not much to say about that game, to be honest.
We got Burnley 0, Arsenal 1.
Yeah.
Arsenal's second 1-0 win.
In a row.
On the bounce. Their second win of the season.
Yeah, away to Burnley is not easy.
No, it's not.
Did you see the goal?
Was it Alabama? Yeah.
No, it was Martin Odegaard.
Oh, yes, dude. What
that kid is talented, man. Someone, I'm
hate
not...
that he's at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Perhaps the results of the week: Man City 0, Southampton 0.
Southampton held City. Yeah, which is fantastic.
It's very surprising.
Great point.
And it makes it so much sweeter that Pep was like, we want to see our fans, because they had a Champions League match.
Yeah, he was like, we will be tired. We need our fans at the stadium. It's like, dude, it's the empty head. They're not coming.
There's a reason for it. And I mean, I've seen some people saying, I don't even really want to talk about Man City. Anyways, they've been making excuses as to why they don't have a ton of supporters there, but I don't want to give them the time of day.
Nah.
So let's move on. Liverpool, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, it was a competitive game until you guys scored your second goal, I feel like. Or honestly, even
that was
first.
probably the hardest fought 3-0. The scoreline flattered us, I think.
Sure.
Or rather, it did not do any favors to Crystal Palace.
Any justice
Yeah.
I agree. That was a rough game.
Yeah. It was
close for a while.
It was, and Palace were definitely threatening.
Yeah.
Especially early on.
They were.
Early on in both halves, they were pretty threatening. I know there was this one it's in the 20th second or something like that, and somebody tried to more or less chip Allison, or maybe it bound. I mean, it was going in, and Allison was running back ball's coming over, and he like does one of these things and like barely palms it onto the post, and that's how they didn't score. Yeah, so there were some very nervy moments for Liverpool, especially early on.
That's right. I remember you texted me.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the beginning of the game, but I turned it on and I was chatting with Tim during it. You texted me like I can't take 90 minutes of this.
Yeah, like if it's going to be 90 minutes of
that. Yeah, and I was like, ooh, they might lose.
Yeah, right.
You know. But that's again the mark of a good team.
Yeah.
And they pulled out a comfortable 3-0 victory in the end.
James Milner at right back. Dude, I wanted to...
He did the most James Milner thing ever. Took that yellow card for the late tackle that basically flipped one of the guys.
No, he never got carded.
He didn't?
Not for this match, which is crazy because
maybe
I really thought he was...
Maybe he didn't get carded for it, but he had a James Milner moment.
He had a James Milner match, man. Dude, he's 35. And okay, let me throw out some stats for you against Crystal Palace. Out of both teams, his match rank: first in touches, first in passes in opposition half, first in crosses, tackles, distance covered, and sprints.
Jeez.
He's 35.
Yeah, no, he's a machine.
And he was playing at right back.
But that's understandable that he got those stats from right back because your wing backs or your left and right back are incredibly involved. In the game.
But absolutely.
That's absolutely, and that's wild. That's very, very crazy.
And not his he started as a left winger.
Did he?
Or maybe he was a right winger. I don't know.
Yeah, he can play goalkeeper, I'm sure.
Honestly?
Yeah, he probably is
if
okay.
we were to pick anybody outside of our goalkeepers to like if we had to do a Kyle Walker, I would chuck James Milner in there.
Yeah, he definitely would be willing to put his body on the line.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And then Keita rounding off the scoring with just a rocket, dude.
Yeah.
A full volley on his weaker foot.
Yeah.
Just, it was so sweetly struck. And he did like I don't know if it was intentional or if he was just kind of, if he surprised himself.
The Balotelli flex?
No, the Cantona just staring off into the distance like an angry person. Like
he reminds me of like an N'Golo Kante. He does not seem angry.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's always smiling. But it was just so funny, man, to see that.
Good result for Liverpool.
Absolutely.
They should be beating Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
But another clean sheet.
Yeah. Villa, Everton, 3-0 to Villa.
Oh, man. Yeah, Everton got pummeled.
Dude, Matty Cash. I'm so happy for him.
Did you see the celebration?
Yeah.
The celebration? I have never seen anybody look so genuinely happy and just like ecstatic
because
to score a goal.
Their
That's his first
academy, right?
Yeah, it's his first Villa goal in like 140 appearances or something like that. And he he just like ran the length of the field the other way, just like smiling and pointing at the fans and going nuts, and he embraced his like his teammates on the bench. It's good to see. Good to see Everton lose, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Brighton 2, Leicester 1.
Again, surprise package, baby. Brighton and Hove Albion. I know you want to talk about this. They're in fourth place at the moment.
I don't think they should be there.
Leicester got robbed. Go back and watch the highlights if you haven't. We'll recap real quick here.
Brighton's penalty shouldn't have been a penalty. Leicester had 2 goals chalked off for what do they call that? Interference or like obstruction?
Yes.
Something. Basically, the idea is where if you say you've got like a free kick or a corner or whatever, a set piece, and you have one of your players intentionally in the line of sight of the goalie, and so that the goalie can't see the ball coming towards him. They had 2 goals chalked off for that, and I'm looking at the replays. I didn't see the match, but I'm just looking at the replays, and I'm like, that does not look like he's obstructing the view.
Even if he is, it's ridiculous to assume that, because obstructing the view of the keeper is not within the law. It's not an offense.
No, especially not from open play.
No, or a set piece.
I've seen things called off for that though before.
But they have to be interfering with the goalkeeper in a capacity to where if they're in an offside position,
right,
and they either attempt to play the ball or if they move out of the way of the ball,
right,
then that's understandable. But
that's
if you
not
just
what
block,
this situation was.
exactly, yeah. If you just block the view of the keeper,
yeah,
you can't tell players not to run into a certain part of the field.
Yeah,
So Leicester were absolutely robbed.
Vardy's goal was classic Vardy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Leicester got absolutely robbed.
The penalty. I mean, if you go back and watch the highlights in a quick summation of Brighton's penalty, Yannick Vestergaard is being effectively held down or back by Neal Maupay, shockingly enough. Neal Maupay is at the center of everything. Yeah. And he's rising for a challenge on a header, and then another player comes in, a Brighton player, and heads the ball goalwards, and then as a result of Maupay yanking Vestergaard, basically, his arm's in the air, ball smacked his arm, and they call a penalty on VAR. Really harsh, and again, situational. They didn't take into account the fact that Vestergaard is being pulled down.
Yeah.
Or
it's like, if anything, it should have been a foul on Vestergaard.
Yeah. So they got, obviously, the winning goal.
It's a 3-goal swing between those 2 goals chalked off that shouldn't have been, and then the penalty given that shouldn't have been.
There you go. Leicester now have the same record as Arsenal.
Yeah.
2-3.
2-0-3.
Yeah.
2 matches left. We got West Ham, Man U.
Oh man, talk about drama. Boy, was I not okay during this game. Saïd Benrahma is in good form. He scored West Ham's goal. We went down. It was a deflection off of, I think, Raphael Varane.
Yeah.
Unlucky, however, the commentators made a good point post-match and said, hey, the reason... Varane jumped and turned his back, and it went off his midriff.
Yeah, you can't...
And changed directions.
You don't know what you're doing.
You have to take that in the chest and stand your ground.
Yep.
You don't turn your back, you don't jump.
You don't
stick your leg out, keep your arms in,
Yep.
and take it in the fucking chest, and then the ball gets blocked. Anyway, whatever. We go down, and I think it was less than 5 minutes later. Ronaldo scored, which is fantastic.
Then
Bruno to Ronaldo again. Wonderful connection. Portuguese connection, baby. So we're at 1-1. Then
there's a bunch of contentious penalty decisions. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the easiest way to say that.
Yeah. So
both sides.
Yeah. 3 instances where Ronaldo appealed heavily for penalties. I personally agree with one of them. Enter Jesse Lingard. I was not optimistic when he came on, to be honest, man. But
especially after the shenanigans of midweek.
Yep. But he had something to prove. He was, in West Ham Stadium, in the London Stadium, against his former loan club where they loved him there. They gave him a really warm reception when he came on.
Yeah.
It changes.
I'm glad to see that he's not so classless as to not, or as to celebrate.
Yeah, he did a great. I respect that entirely. He scored a great goal in a very competitive match.
That's why I don't like Suarez, because when he scored against us.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Anyway,
we can talk about Luis Suarez.
Care about Luis Suarez. So Lingard comes in.
Taken goal.
Oh my God!
Word.
No one, even the commentators, if you listen to the commentary, they were kind of just talking about something else, and he shot it when they were like, "Oh!"
Yep.
It's like, wow. So he had something to prove, man. He came in, made a huge difference, scored a great goal, and then had the class, not to celebrate. Because honestly, that loan spell turned his career around.
Yeah.
He scored.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He was dead in the water at Man U before he went out to West
Ham. And then so he went out, gained his confidence. West Ham plays in a formation that is really, really, really good for number 10s.
And then he helps them get into the Europa League.
Yep, there you go. Helps them get into Europe, so it does a world of good for his confidence.
Yeah.
And then he told Solskjaer over the summer that he wanted to stay and fight for his spot. He's coming on, scoring goals, changing results for us.
Yeah.
Making up both ways.
Hey.
Thanks, Jesse. Anyhow, but you can't argue with his gall and his the audacity and the gumption that he had to come on and score that goal, especially after his midweek shenanigans.
Blunder.
Yeah.
And then David Moyes.
He's not the David we're going to talk about.
No.
David Moyes.
David Moyes. He pulls a Southgate.
He did. He pulled Southgate.
Shaw has his arm all the way out here. It's a pin.
It's like a 95th minute penalty, right?
Nailed on pin. I think it was
93rd.
The 95th by the time they reviewed it. Sure. It was like the 93rd or 4th minute.
Yeah. Clear pen.
Clear pin.
Sucks for Luke Shaw.
Looks like West Ham is gonna just salvage something from this match. And then
Enter
David
Mark
Moyes
Noble.
brings on Mark Noble. He wasn't even warming up.
We've
got a penalty.
Yeah.
You're up off the bench. Get on the field. Come in cold and salvage something from the game, and that just does not happen.
No,
David De Gea. Like, it was not even a good penalty.
It was not a great penalty. It was a good height for the goalkeeper. However,
for sure.
Credit De Gea for going the right way. Credit De Gea for getting a strong hand to it.
Absolutely.
Heroic end of the game.
Dude,
and he pulled a Southgate.
So bad for Mark Noble, man.
The man had been watching the damn game for 95 minutes.
Yep.
And he doesn't warm up. He's just like, oh, okay, hang on.
He's like, let me get my
kit off and then put my boots on. And so he comes in and just not a good penalty.
Just cold. It's his first touch of the game.
Touch of the game. Too.
Yeah, he should. That should never have happened.
No,
I don't care if he's your captain. If he's your longest-serving club captain, I don't care if he's your.
It's football, man.
Penalty taker.
There's no time for sentiment.
It's not a movie, man.
No,
it's not just gonna magically work out.
No. There's no time for that sentiment.
David Moyes.
It's a business. If you win, you need to win, and so I 100% expected Declan Rice to walk up, pick that ball in, and bury the pen.
Yeah.
And that's probably what would have happened.
2-2 draw. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm obviously my favorite moment of the match, other than the goals and the win, is when final whistle blows and all of our players rush over to De Gea. Yeah. Solskjaer runs out,
his first penalty save
since 2016
in all comps for club and country since 2016.
Yeah, what a way to end the drought. He and Lingard got a nice little interview at the end. And, it was really nice to see De Gea.
It's funny how we're like, this is business. There's no time for sentiment, and then now we're here talking about like the feel good stories of afterwards.
It's after the game.
Yeah.
But De Gea, hats off to him. Amazing save. Made me absolutely shit my socks. Oh boy, I could not have been happier, man. Amazing result for us too against West Ham, who are a good team this year. That's their first loss, I'm relatively sure, of the season.
So
yeah, there we go.
Tottenham Chelsea 0-3, 3-0 to Chelsea over Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham looked bad.
They look like
Tottenham. Chelsea just honestly.
There's no fluidity to Tottenham.
So to be fair, in the first half, Spurs looked good.
Yeah.
That
it was 0-0 at the half.
It was. However, Thomas Tuchel changed the game, and he brought in N'Golo Kante at halftime. And
very progressive move, which is weird saying that about bringing in a.
But it's Conte. Conte literally does everything. He's the best.
He's the best CDM.
He's such an influential player that in a defensive position.
Mason Mount wasn't doing anything.
No, he wasn't. So he put in Conte, and I think they slightly changed their formation a little bit and allowed Jorginho to get freed up and make his Jorginho passes. And then Lukaku scored, I think. Nope, did not.
Silva, Conte.
Oh, yeah, so they get a header. And then N'Golo Kante comes in and scores.
Yeah.
And then they cap it off.
That's a collector's item. So, we've got... That's the roundup of Match Day 5.
Matchday 5 of the Prem.
So, I had some stats for you earlier about James Rodriguez.
Oh, wait, what? Oh.
Where it was like first...
Yeah, Rodriguez.
Yeah. So, something interesting. It's just a funny little thing that happened, or that has happened so far. Chelsea and Liverpool's seasons are identical, so we're joint top.
Oh, that's right.
We're joint top. They are ahead of us because C
of the alphabet
comes before L. But games played,
5.
wins, draws, losses, goals scored, goals against, goal difference. Everything is exactly the same. Even our results. First week, look at this. First week, 3-0, 3-0, 2-0, 2-0, 1-1 when we played each other. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. Like,
whoa, that's scary.
I'll put this graphic up on the screen, but like it's the Germans, yeah.
Dude,
it's so funny though.
I didn't realize they had the exact same results.
Thomas Tuchel, like except for PSG, he followed in Klopp's footsteps because he managed Mainz, he managed Dortmund, and then he went to PSG, and now he's in.
Now he's in the Prem.
So
that's interesting.
These crafty Germans, man.
Crafty Kermans.
It's a bit drafty in here. My Kermans are drafty. But yeah, so I just thought, I saw that stat and I was like,
I did not know that.
Wild.
That is crazy.
Like, 5 weeks in, all your stats are exactly the same.
Yeah.
All the stats that matter.
Right. I wonder what the next tiebreaker is. Do you know? After goals for and against? Head to head doesn't even count because you guys tied.
Right. I think that is the next.
So if the title were to be decided right now, what would be the tiebreaker?
I don't know. I don't think. I mean, it can't be strength of opponents because, I mean, Chelsea played Arsenal. Arsenal are trash. No,
I don't know.
No, so they are literally on top of the table because
of
alphabet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's how it is at the beginning of the season before anybody plays.
This is Arsenal's only time at the top of the table.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have something else.
Sure.
It'd be awful if it was a flip of the coin, but VAR, man.
Yeah.
This is our first big VAR controversies with the.
I think so. This weekend has been. Yeah.
Also, wait, Mike Dean. Who did Mike Dean ref?
Match week officials. We had. No, Mike Dean was the Leeds Newcastle. That's why.
Leeds Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he did a horrible job.
We watched that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dean Watch.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike Dean. Dean Watch.
Dean Watch.
What did the old Deanster do this week? He did something.
Yeah.
He did something.
He had a couple of moments.
He
just
did. He had
Mike
Mike Dean
expressions.
moments.
I'll have to. Right now, you're probably seeing what Mike Dean actually did, because I'll be putting some footage right here. But yeah, no, he just had. It was kind of a classic Mike Dean. Just I don't know, just sassy,
yelling at
sassy
people.
Mike Dean, cards, yelling, getting.
Mike Dean.
Oh, he got in the way
he
times.
did. He got in the way. Oh, wonderful. That's what it was. Yeah.
Prime
Mike Dean
content.
got it's heavily involved.
So far in the way.
Heavily involved
couple
in this.
It's just wonderful.
I'm pretty sure
wonderful.
There was a player, I think it was a Leeds player or a Newcastle player, coming up at the edge of the box off of a corner kick, and Mike Dean sees the ball coming and then moves into the path of the player. He moved into the path of the player and then proceeds to go like, "What? I don't know what you want me to do. What are we doing? I'm gonna drop the ball. It's fine. I'm Mike Dean." Dude,
yeah.
So someone has beef with Mike Dean. Not me this week, but
Big
Mike
beef.
Mike Beef is constantly stirring the pot.
I love it. After he was in Ted Lasso episode.
Dude, he had to come out and just show out.
Yeah.
So there's your Dean Watch update.
There's your Dean Watch. Let's finish this episode because I feel like it's gone on pretty long.
Yeah,
we gotta
next week.
Cover 2 weeks of stuff.
Yeah.
So
next week's fixtures.
Next week we've got Chelsea.
Chelsea
Manchester
City.
City.
Okay, all right.
I want to draw.
I do too. I do too.
Scoreless draw.
Yeah, I want a scoreless draw.
That's not going to happen.
But I want red cards. I want 2 red cards on either side.
I want red cards. I want no goals.
Yep.
At the very most, I want a draw between the two. Honestly, as things are right now, let me pull up the standings.
If I had to pick one to win,
I have to pick Man City.
Yep. Same.
I
hate it.
I hate that.
I hate it. Yeah. But I don't. I hate Chelsea.
I hate Chelsea.
Yeah.
They're more of a threat
They are.
now in this moment.
Than City.
That whole statement of saying, "Oh, I want City to win just because Chelsea are," blah, 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 that might come back to bite me later on in the season. But
I'll come
dude,
back
City
to
have
bite you
already
later
dropped points. They've lost once and tied once.
Yeah.
That's already not great
For
by
City.
their lofty standards.
Yeah. So if they lose this game to Chelsea, I wouldn't be that upset. However, if I had to pick, gun to my head, I would like City to win this game.
Yeah.
However, scoreless draw is ideal for us. Yes.
Yeah. So. No.
Yeah.
There's 2 7:30 matches this
Wonderful.
Saturday. You lot are the other one.
Yep.
Looks like you're getting up early.
Looks like I'm getting early on Saturday.
Man U, Aston Villa.
Yeah. We should take care of business here.
Yeah, I think you guys got it.
I'd like to see a 2-3-0 victory. However, the pattern has been that we concede. the pattern's been that we concede.
Wait, you guys have a match. We're not even covering the FA Cup. Like, there's a lot going on right now.
We're
not even covering
the FA, it's the Carabao Cup.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, we have a match.
Who cares about Cup?
Who cares about Cup? Wednesday against Western Hamilton.
Western Hamilton.
Yeah, we play them back to back.
Oh no. Yeah, we've got Norwich.
Yeah.
On Tuesday. Should be fine.
Yeah. Guess who City have?
Probably like Petersborough or something.
Wycombe.
Wigan.
Wycombe. Yeah. Yep.
Classic.
Yeah, classic.
Man U, Villa. I see you guys taking that. It's at Old Trafford.
Yeah, we should. I would love a shutout. I love a good 3-4-0 win here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say us by 2 goals.
I think I'm pulling for Danny Ings to put you guys under the knife again. I say again.
I mean, again, yeah.
Yeah. No, I see you guys taking that.
Leicester Burnley. That could be a cagey affair. Leicester's in bad form. Burnley's in bad form. But it's Leicester's turn to get the crap kicked out of them by Burnley.
I'm going for a red card for Burnley. Leicester scores 2. Burnley gets an own goal off of Soyuncu.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 1-0 1-0 Leicester here actually. Yeah.
That sounds good.
But yes, would like that.
Everton, Norwich.
Everton's gonna win that.
Yeah, they got that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this would be
It would be,
match.
man. Everton got pummeled last week by Villa. So Norwich, man, I would love for them to go ahead and just eke out a little 1-0 victory.
The thing is, though, Norwich is going to go hard in the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. I think they're going to go hard in the Carabao Cup.
Oh yeah,
that's their only realistic chance at silverware this season.
It is.
So if that's the case, then they do not have the squad to compete on 2 fronts against Liverpool and then Everton.
Yeah, they're not
just spending the whole week in Merseyside. Actually, I think we're at Carrow Road. So
okay.
Yeah. So they'll be playing at home to us.
Yeah, and then away to Everton. Yeah, I think Everton should take that by a couple.
Yeah. Leeds United, West
Leeds and West Ham. So this could be...
Okay, I don't know what to think about
Me neither. So West Ham specifically, they just played us in the Prem. They're going to play us midweek. And then they're going to go... Then they're going to go to
they've got
to
Leeds,
Ellen Road.
And then they have to do Europa League stuff.
Yeah. They're going to have to rotate heavily.
That's what I was saying earlier on this season, is that, like, how are they going to cope?
We'll see. I could see them losing this game.
I think Leeds are going to take it.
Yeah, like Leeds don't have to play Europe.
I could see this being like a 3-2 or a 2-1 or something.
Sure, I think it'll be contentious. I think it'll be.
I think Leeds have it though.
But yeah, I'd like to pick Leeds for an upset in this one too.
Yeah, we got Watford Newcastle.
This is going to be a really important game for both teams. I feel like Watford's going to win by a goal because Newcastle has just not been there, man. On paper, I think they're better than Watford.
I don't think Watford have the consistency in them to beat Norwich and then Newcastle. So I'm gonna go with Newcastle.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we can disagree.
Yeah, that's what we always do. It's gonna be a really influential game though. If there is a relegation battle between Norwich, Watford, and let's say Newcastle, Watford has already beaten Norwich once. That's gonna be a big game.
Newcastle are a better side than Norwich.
Than Norwich?
I think so.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, just look at their record.
Yeah.
We've got Brentford, Liverpool.
Brentford and Liverpool. You guys should take care of business. You've been
it'll
pretty
be at
steady.
Brentford Community Stadium. But,
I don't know, man. I could see a draw coming out of this one. However, I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's going to happen, but a girl can try.
I'm excited. I'm excited because I like watching Brentford.
I do too.
And I'm excited to see what happens. Like,
this is a good test for them. It's against an elite tier team.
Yeah.
It's going to see how they're going to fare against the Big Six.
Yeah.
Which
Liverpool, they've already beaten Arsenal.
They have. So they have that sort of game in them.
Yeah.
So it's going to be. I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah.
However, what I think is going to happen is probably Liverpool by about 2 goals.
Yeah. I mean, it's the way that we play is we just break down and wear down teams over the course of 90 minutes.
If Brentford come out and try and play you guys, I think it. Yep.
Honestly, their best course of attack is to defend with their lives.
Yes. Yeah. I agree.
10 or 11 people into the box.
I agree.
Even then, the way that we've been playing recently,
you guys have been cruising pretty much. You've been scoring a lot of goals, which I don't see Brentford doing.
Yeah.
Even if it's something like 3-1.
And we're going to rotate very heavily for Norwich because Klopp doesn't care about the Carabao Cup.
No one care about the cup.
He doesn't.
No.
So yeah, Liverpool by I'm going to go. I think
3 goals maybe.
Yeah, 2 or 3 goals.
I think by 2.
Yeah. Southampton Wolves.
Southampton Wolves. No.
Yep, let's call it. Arsenal Tottenham. That's
here we go. The London Derby.
2 London derbies.
In a row for Spurs. Spurs need to win this game.
Yeah. This is like the proper...
This is their bounce back game. This is going to give them their confidence.
This is
their biggest
Liverpool
rivals.
Everton.
There you go. Yeah, that's their rivals. This is where your bragging points come in. Fun fact: if Arsenal beat Spurs in this game, they will go above Spurs in the table.
I don't like that.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
Right, Tottenham by 1. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 1-1 until like the 80-something minute, and I just want Kane to find his boots again.
Yeah.
I think he's got a screamer in him.
I'm gonna pick Arsenal for this game. I think they're gonna go 3 in a row, and I think Spurs are gonna be.
Oh, I kind of like that though because it gives them just enough confidence to keep Mikel Arteta for.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go 3 in a row, and I think they're gonna upset Spurs.
I don't see that happening.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. I think it's gonna be by a goal.
It's gonna be tight.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a game. It
should be a good game
for sure though because
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday 11:30.
Yeah,
it's just That's like the North London Derby is always.
It's just it's like the Northwest Derby, man. Regardless of form, both teams are going to come out with their teeth bared. They're going to come out hard, and it's going to be a game.
Monday night. Well, Monday afternoon.
Monday
night football for
us
European people. Crystal Palace, Brighton. I don't care.
I would like to see Brighton beat Crystal Palace because I don't like Crystal Palace.
I want Palace to
out.
I want to draw because I don't like seeing Brighton in the top 4.
Oh, I don't mind it. Yeah, I'll take Brighton.
I'll take Brighton over City in the top 4 any day.
Yeah.
Which is where they are now.
Correct. Yeah, I think Brighton's going to win this game.
I don't know though, dude. Palace, if they play like they played against us, they've
and
not
Spurs.
Played.
Yeah.
I'm saying, dude.
That's true.
Palace.
I think Vieira might be starting to find a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of.
I mean, come on, dude. You go from like Santa Claus level of ingenuity from Roy Hodgson, this gentle, kind dude who doesn't. You can tell he's past it and over it and doesn't care.
Yeah.
And then you bring in one of the Premier League greats as your manager. He's got a point to prove.
He does.
Everybody's writing him off before this season even starts, before he's even had a game played.
Yep.
And they're actually playing progressive football.
They are. Yeah, they're playing pretty.
They had the balls to take it to us.
They did. They lost.
They did the same. Yeah, but they looked.
They
did not. Like I said earlier, it was like the hardest 3-0 win. That is super flattered us, I think.
Yeah.
That scoreline. Or rather, didn't do Palace any justice. Yeah. And then they beat Tottenham 3-0.
They did.
I could see.
They did. Yeah.
I think I want Brighton to win, but my heart says Palace. They're going to be at Selhurst Park. I think they're going to get their second win of the season by like 1.
Yeah.
It's not going to be pretty.
Never is.
Neil Maupay is probably going to foul somebody in the box and somehow get a penalty again. But that's the episode. Let us know in the comments if you want us to do you want us to even mention the Carabao Cup ever again? Do you want to? We could do a special.
We could do a Cup / Champions League special.
Yeah,
we're gonna do a Champions League and special regardless, and just delve into everything. But
I think,
the Who Cares About Cup is not high on our priority list. However, we have the time to do it.
Yeah.
So if you'd like us to do that, please let us know in the comments.
I wouldn't mind watching some Carabao Cup action, honestly, because dude, Marine FC, they played Tottenham last year. I think it was the FA Cup that they got super far in.
I think so.
Well, super far. It was the
for them. Round. Well, the FA Cup games, dude, the lower league teams that come up and play in the later rounds of the FA Cup, they play like 7 or 8 games to get to that progression. Yeah, it's a lot for them. On top of their league games, so that's really cool to see.
And it's just so cool because I loved watching Tottenham play against Marine, which they're another Liverpool club, by the way.
Marine is?
Marine, yeah. They're like even lower than the Tranmere Rovers.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think they're like 8th tier, 7th tier, something like that. But they got to the third round of, I think it was the FA Cup last year.
Yeah.
And Tottenham drew them at home, so it was so cool to see
them
Tottenham Hotspur playing in just like
in this dingy little Sunday league it would
stadium. Be like if there was a stadium right here. Like that's where they would be. That's where they're.
I love seeing that.
It was like people didn't even have to buy tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, it was lockdown. But like they would just literally go into their backyard and look through the fence.
Yeah,
it was so cool.
That's
awesome. Love seeing that kind of stuff.
Me too.
Yeah, let us know if you want us to delve into any of these other lower league teams or these other weird competitions.
Yeah.
Let us know who
let us know who you support.
Yeah, just where are you watching from?
Especially if you're in America. If you guys are in Raleigh, hit us up. We go to the Winchester sometimes. We go to London Bridge Pub. Those are the 2 big soccer bars here. Yeah. If you guys know places, just say hi.
I will be very surprised if anybody from Raleigh is watching this.
We'll be very surprised if anybody but Tim is watching this.
Hey man, we've got like 20 views or something like that.
It's probably Tim.
Probably all Tim.
Hey,
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Actually, I'm curious. Anyhow. Let's do a quick update on our channel. We've got 12 subscribers. Dude, we were at 9 last time I looked.
Yeah. Look at our dumb faces.
Oh, look at our dumb faces.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Wow, the first one has
27 views.
We've got over 50 views. Sweet. I can't do math that quick.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Very nice. Awesome. Love you.
The champions! We'll be back next week. Till then,
choose later. Ade. Another YouTuber does that, so
I don't want to.
Can't do that.
You can sue him.
Sue me, Zoidek. That's his name.
Do you have anything to say about it? No.
No. Okay. Goodbye.
Wait.
I'm adjusting my briefs.
Oh,
Oh, good.
What do you have to say for yourself, buddy?
Who's in?